Mike Beaton here with the newly minted state champion head coach of the Minnehaha Academy Redhawks, Josh Thurow. And Josh, first of all, thanks for making a fool out of all of us. We covered you against Kennedy earlier this season, and there was no indication that you would make it here. So tell me, how did you manage to pull this off?
Well, I think there's if you do a good job coaching and a good job playing, you're a better player or coach in March than you were in December. And I think we just continue to improve, and that's what we tell our girls. Every game get a little bit better, every practice get a little bit better, and we really did a good job of that. And obviously, you can see the difference. If Bloomington Kennedy walked in the gym with us today, it would be a different story.
Maybe that DVD we gave you changed a few things too. I don't know.
Hey, I haven't had the heart to watch that dang thing. I got it sitting on my desk. I just don't want to look at it. It was a bad game.
Well,
it wasn't your fault.
And if you're going to have a bad game, you may as well have it back in December instead of now.
Absolutely right. We didn't have a bad game in the playoffs, which is great, and that's the key to success.
And speaking of the playoffs, you had to do quite a bit just to get here. You took down 3 top 10 teams to win the state tournament. The first one was Roosevelt. That was a close one. St. Croix Lutheran was next, and then Braham. So how did you manage to keep the team focused, knowing that you were the underdogs in those 3 games?
It was, just one game at a time, and yeah, I think you're right. I think we went Roosevelt, St. Croix, and then here at the state tournament, Holly, Rochester Lourdes, and now Braham were all top 10 teams. So, I think that makes a statement of, maybe we were not as respected as maybe we should have been.
Now, this was, again, first season in Class 2A after being in Class 3A. I don't know how you feel about going back up, but it seems like you could still hang tough with the 3A teams.
Well, you know what? We were a 2A school always, except for that last 2-year segment. We went up to 3A. We went to the state tournament 2 years in a row. So 3A doesn't bother us. I would have preferred to stay there, but our school is a 2A school. The boys program's never been above 2A. They've always been 2. So, either way, we'll just go wherever they send us and play our best basketball and hope it works out.
I'll note that down for Jeopardy. But so let's talk about this game for a moment, because it was getting back and forth until Ain went down with the injury, and then after that a 20-3 run, and you never looked back. So what did you tell your team during that extended timeout?
Just continue to execute what we're doing. Keep the ball in Rebecca Dahlman's hands when you can, and then be aggressive offensively, knock down shots when you get them, and we did that.
And what does this mean for you? It's first state tournament after going a couple times in 3A and coming up a little bit short. What does this mean for you and the players, and Hanson, the senior, who will get a fine serenade as she heads to Concordia St. Paul?
I feel great for Rachel Hanson, especially. 2 years ago, when we were standing right here on this court, right where we were at, she went in for a driving layup in the quarterfinal game and blew out her ACL. It was a horrific deal. We came back and won that game without her, but she missed that state tournament after that, scored 1 point, I think. Last year, we came in and played our worst basketball of the season against St. Michael Albertville. She scored 6 points. Didn't play well. This year, she went out on top, and I couldn't feel better for one individual player than what I feel for her. As far as what I go, I'm happy for the team. I'm really happy, and it's great to be back at the state tournament again. It's always a lot of fun.
Well, maybe next year, maybe give us some games that may not turn out as a blowout like Kennedy Minnehaha did. But as you said, it's important. December games not so important. March is when it counts, and you made it count when it needed to. And I guess, is there anyone you want to say hi to? Anyone you want while we're watching?
Sure. Well, hey, I hope my wife and kids get to watch this tape, because they were gone on spring break. So I love you, Heather and Megan and Cameron and Bennett, and I miss you, and I'm glad that you'll get to watch this game. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Josh Thurow, head coach of Minnehaha Academy, will be back for 4A coverage later tonight.